I mean, this is pretty average comp when you think about it. Like, for Alliance, you have 1 Warlock, 1 Mage. That's always how it is. 2 Healers, 1 Hunter. We could have 2 Hunters instead of 2 Rogues. Yeah, because our Feral is complaining there's like too many leather users, but now that I'm thinking about it, this is kind of average, man. I think you always just have 4 people that use leather. Am I wrong? It's like you have always 1 Rogue and 1 Feral. That's 2. Then you always have a Hunter. That's 3. So then you're gonna either have 2 Hunters or 2 Rogues or 2 Ferals. Most likely. Making it up to 4. If you have 3 leather users, I would actually say that's like for Lions on the low end. Because it's just so normal that you have 2 Hunters. You rarely have 2 Warlocks. We were gonna have 2 Warlocks this trade, but that is like unusual. Yeah, you could have 2 Warriors or 2 Reds. Yeah. And then you have more melee users. The funny thing is on Alliance, on Horde, it's even worse. Because on Horde, you don't have Paladins. So on Horde, instead of a Paladin, you have a Shaman. And then you have an Enhancement Shaman tank. You have a Rogue, a Hunter, a Feral. That's 4. And then sometimes you have another Hunter. That's 5 leather users. Yeah, normally I have 2 Hunters instead of 2 Rogues. But like, Rogues are good. Like, I've played with 2 Rogues before. But we were supposed to have 2 Warlocks, but I wouldn't say that's better. Like, I guess it would be more casters. But like, here's the thing. If you have 2 Warlocks, 1 Mage, 1 Priest, that's 4 Clot users. So then they're gonna be complaining about loot. When you think about it, right? And then this guy will still want to use some of the loot they're using. So it's almost 5. Honestly, if you're not a melee user, you're just screwed. That's how this raid feels. Nah, that Warlock's not coming, I think. Like, that Warlock didn't confirm. It's the only guy that didn't confirm. And I feel like at this point, like, people need to confirm. Like, you know, you have 2 days or 1 whole day to, like, confirm your attendance, right? How's the server balanced? Every server is balanced. Thanks to the system they have in place, where if there's too much alliance, you cannot make alliance anymore. And then you can only make Horde, so then people make Horde characters, and then it becomes balanced again. Basically, the most imbalanced server is, like, probably 55-45. I don't think that's even true, by the way. I think it's... There was someone that works for Blizzard that posted some data, and he was writing offsets. I think the biggest offset was like 3%. Yeah, I don't think it's 45. It might be like, if it's 3%, what, like 48, 52 maybe. But the guy could be like, you know, giving us fake numbers with. Yeah, it's locked anyway. It's a really good change. I am a big... okay, look at it like this. So, for TBC onwards, there is no excuse for even not being able to raid with the opposite faction. I am like an extremist when it comes to this. I believe factions exist only after Classic for the sake of Blizzard making money from faction transfers. And server transfers. Because your server becomes Horde only, then you gotta transfer off. It's just like a money-making business. However, in Classic... I don't think it's fun to be on a server that's Horde only. Or Alliance only. You know, like, I mean, World PvP can be amazing and awful at the same time, but it makes the world feel alive. So if you're playing on a Horde only server, then any Alliance of that server is gonna leave, and then it's gonna be just Horde, so you're not really playing on a PvP server. So having this balancing system is so good for a Classic. If they added this system in Wrath, it would be terrible. Why the fuck would I care if on my server there's like 50% of the opposite faction? We're gonna be in Dalaran AFK anyway. That means I can't raid with half the server, so it's actually a smaller population to play with. It would be really bad if it was like that for Wrath. But it makes a lot of sense in Classic, so I do think it's a great change. Because Classic is like a word PvP game, right? Because there's no flying mounts. So if you add flying mounts, word PvP is... scuffed, you know. Just buff up for now. We can start probably a bit early. Time to Paladin buff again. I forgot to get the add-on. At least there's only 1 Hunter this time, so I don't have to buff 2 pets. Alright, let's go. We're just gonna keep it need before greed, okay, guys? So if it's your main spec, press need. If it's your off spec, press greed. And yeah, just pass if you don't want the item. You can maybe greed as well if you disenchanter, and then just let people know before you disenchant something, because it might be an off spec roll. Yo, we got wartime tanking, boys. Then absolute unit. Look at this mage damage, guys. How you play mage, yeah? You pull with Living Bomb and no one can touch you. I would be so surprised if they don't nerf Living Bomb at some point. I hope they don't, though. But that ability is going to scale way too good, bro. That's such a good spell power ratio right now. It's amazing. It's a better spell power ratio than I think it is in Wrath. You gotta get a lot of spell power to start feeling it. But even you get like 100 spell power, you just notice your Living Bomb doing way more damage. But yeah, you gotta have it explode though. If it doesn't explode, then it's kinda shit, right? I don't have a single logged raid on my reds. Both raids have been in, no one logged. Not that I'm really pumping on this character, like I said. I don't feel like I pump on it. I feel like it's mostly RNG on getting Wind Fury procs though. And Crusader procs. Or like command, I mean. That's what it feels like with reds. Like sometimes you just do a bunch of damage, other times you do no damage. I get some mana. We're going to use Giant Growth. Don't aggro the boss, wait. We're gonna make pull timer. Guys, I'm not gonna fall down this time.
4.
We're going to jump down if you get the debuff. Yeah, you gotta jump a bit sooner. Fucking wartime, man. God damn it, bro. He griefed us. I can't believe that actually still hit us. He was actually like falling down, but it registered him as being on the platform. Yeah. No sword, unlucky. It's fine, we're getting the epic sword, right? Yeah, just need it if it's your main spec, boys. Yeah, like I've never seen that do that, but like you can't jump last second, bro. You gotta jump sooner, I guess. Oh, ignore this pull timer. Ignore this pull timer. I guess you're building rage. Let him get some rage. Careful for the boss though. And yeah, just bring it to the middle wartime. It's a bit easier
4
for the bubbles. 3. Get the Gamora down, boys. Get her down, dude. She's gonna explode soon. Be ready. I'm telling you, man, this boss, like, I don't know what they fucking did to it. But ever since last week, on every character I do it on, it's been either someone dying or almost dying. You gotta really watch out for those bubbles. Like, they have a large explosion radius. Gamer group though, no one died. That's actually pretty good nowadays. Yeah, I don't want that. I just greed, I guess. I don't think you would use that even for tanking, right? Honestly, this boss feels like it drops bad loot. I've never seen something good drop from that. I mean, if you're a Warlock tank, though, you probably would have won that chest. Yeah, for sure, right? That's gotta be like this Warlock tank chest. You're gonna get so much armor from it. 100 armor for a cloth chest is nuts.
1.
That's kinda awkward. Look at wartime's damage, guys. As a tank. Fucking blasting. No way. Does he have it? Oh, he's fucking using a two-hander, bro. Wartime, do you want to be two-hander tank or one-hander tank?
I'll stay one-hander. No, two-hander, man.
Bro, you sure? Because this sword, like, if you want to be one-hander devastate, is insane. You know? But it's up to you, like. If you want to say two-hander, then don't take this sword.
Dude, why didn't you just focus, boss? You won't pass like that.
I know, but, like, the problem is the boss cleaves. And I'm not parsing anyway with this red.
Okay, I can take.
Yeah. Wait, both rogues didn't need it. That would have gone to waste. Yeah, just go that, devastate. You have the best weapon now. Like, it's better than the epic two-hander probably for tanking. Because your devastate goes off your weapon damage, and that's the slowest one-hander. Nah, it's not, bro. Like, dude, devastate spamming with that weapon, it's more than 200 DPS on single target. No, no, no. If he wants to take the epic sword, he can take it. No, 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 that's not why I'm doing it. Nah, if he wants to take the epic sword, he can take it. No one needed this anyway. Yeah, apparently no one needed it, so. Like, on Alliance, you're never gonna be the only guy that wants the two-hander. On Horde, you can, though. Like, on Horde, I'm trying to make it where I'm the only guy. But on Alliance, there's no way. So you're always gonna roll against at least one person. Maybe against two people. I've seen raids where there's like 2 reds and then 1 warrior. Like, there's no way. Like, wartime is literally tanking because no one wants to tank. I'm not gonna have him, like, not take an item. Because it might not be the best for tanking. Because he wants to tank and help us. Like, he can fucking lead on the two-hander for all I care. I'm surprised both rogues had that. That's crazy. But I need to be careful next time. Because, like, if wartime wasn't in this raid, that would have been wasted item. Alright, we're gonna get top DPS on this boss, guys.
4.
Man, reds do no damage, actually. They're so weak. It's like mage, honestly. You need to get gear. Like, there's like only one red I've played with that does DPS, and that's the guy that with the epic sword. Every other red I've played with does like no damage. And then even when you check the logs, they're actually like... The only class they beat that's melee is Enhancement Shaman. But that one guy that has the sword in my guild, like, he does so much fucking damage, dude. It's insane. Like, he actually cranks. Yeah, that's the guy, yeah. That's the red that I know. The only red that I know that pumps. But even when I check logs, I was feeling bad about my damage. Like, The Red's just not that good. Red's almost losing to Mage, man, on some fights. It actually loses to Mage on some fights, not almost. Like, it's just some fights it wins, some fights it loses. Like, it loses on Kekris almost. Can you imagine? Dust to Dust boss. Actually, I kind of know why. Like, Red is missing an ability that you can spam, you know? You just don't have an ability that doesn't have a cooldown. You know what I'm saying? Like Quick Strike or Mangle, right? You don't have that. And that's always gonna hurt Red. I've never seen this drop. I'm just needing... I don't know what the fuck that does. Never seen that. It's like some egg. Mage DPS is good, but you need a lot of spell power. And you need to kill the bosses fast. Let's do a 5-minute rebuff. You need to kill the bosses fast. But on this boss we just killed, Mage is terrible. Like, there's just nothing you can do. We're gonna focus the... Actually, gonna focus Skull, and then we can kill the big guy before we kill the third priestess, right? Just make sure you kick the heal, and yeah, focus the totems, boys. Make him pull timer, and now move to the other caster. Just drag and hit the other caster now, and just cleave. And now go on the Jorgus, and just cleave these Murlocs down, and kill the totem. Wind Fury totem. I wish you could cleave these totems down with Divine Storm, but it doesn't work. Now Lightning totem.
Attack totem.
We gotta kill the totems faster, boys. Now we can ignore totems. Ignore totems and just kill the boss. Nice, nice, nice. That was the only boss I felt like I did some damage on. I passed on a Libram? What are you talking about? There was no Libram that dropped. There was an offhand, guys. Caster offhand. No, that was an offhand, guys. Dude, you're getting one guide, man. Chat, you're literally getting one guide. Come on, dude. Wartime, you go down here first. With Keckerman. So Keckerman and Wartime stand under the boss. And then Baddie, you need to make sure you kick the chains when they're down. And then I go down next. So yeah, I'll just tank the boss in the beginning, you know. And then you take over from me. And then range, you stand together and you move to the left. Let me just buff people. Need to do 5 minutes. Yeah, once the priest gets mana, we're safe to go. And yeah, like I said, you know, I'll just tank in the beginning. And be max melee range, but the Wartime and Keckerman, you stand under the boss. And then last phase, we all max melee range. And then range spread. Doing pull timer.
Who dares disturb my meditation?
Okay, Wartime is still out, so... I have the boss. Let's kill the ads inside. We might transition it soon. It's pushing. Pop your cooldowns. Max melee range. Nice. The Wartime's blasting, dude. That boss died fast. What? 126, dude? We're killing this faster than, like, my fucking other guilds. Everybody just did good DPS. See, our worst DPS was 110. See, a lot of people don't understand, like... It's not about how much DPS the number 1 guy does. It's about how much DPS the number 8 guy does. If the number 8 guy is doing 110 DPS, that's pretty good. You know? Yeah, that's good. And it's the fastest kill I had on that boss, 126. I always keep track of these kill times, so I'm curious about it, you know? That's what happens, you know, you're in a pug or something, you always have that one guy in the raid, you know, doing like 50 DPS, right? Maybe that's you, you know? I mean, I have a couple of those people, you know, they're gonna dramatically lower the raid's DPS, you know? Like, even if you have one guy doing like 200, you have 2 guys doing 50. It's not good. I'm dagger spec. I got bored on changing spec. I'm paying 2 gold. Wait, so you're basically respecking for the raid twice. So every 3 days you spend 2 gold. I mean, that's not that bad. That's like doing 2 quests. Oh, so he's a gold buyer, chat. Wait, chat. Are we really doing this? Yo, anyone that has more gold than me is a gold buyer. I'm a gold buyer, right? Because I got 71 gold. Isn't that true, chat? Yeah. Call. Yeah. Hey, Swiper right there. Hey, he just confessed. Clip his ship. I mean, we can make that Ashenvale, bro. Fuck, we killed the Wartime turtle, dude. Alright, let's do 5 minutes again anyway. So, Wartime. You know how this boss works, right? You can just tank it. And then when you have 4 stacks... Actually, no. I'm stupid. I'll tank it. So, Wartime, let me tank. Okay? And then I will bubble at like 8 stacks. And then I'll tank it in last phase for a bit. And then you take over. So like it's super easy this way. So let me tank it. I'll tell you when to tank it, okay? It's gonna be in the last phase. So I'll put Righteous Fury. Hopefully I do enough threats. Oh, yeah, I'll tank. So heal Retrisha.
2, 1.
blasting, dude. Just palm the boss. Dodge the breath. That's not a boomy, by the way. It's a feral. That's top DPS. I was like, what the fuck? Keep pumping it. I'll still tank it a bit in the last phase wartime, just so it's easier for you. And then you can taunt it when I tell you, yeah? Dodge the breath, and it's all yours now wartime, okay? Come on, top DPS on one boss! Nice, bro. Nice. Good job, boys. Clean. That was actually really fast. That was a fast clear. A spell power dagger, man. I'm needing on the trinket. That was the only item dropped. Whole run. That was a good raid. That's why you guys should join Reformed. Hey, you like this raid? You want to join these raids, bro? Whisper me for guild invite, alright? We do this every 3 days. That was good, though. That was a good run. No loot, though. Thanks for coming, boys. Is there any loot that we have to discuss? I feel like no one got mad, right? You needed on the items you needed, greeted on the items you greeted. We kind of pumped on these last 2 bosses, man. But all the other bosses was really bad DPS from my part. Actually, the last 3 was good. Last 3 was good. All the other bosses, it sucked. Red to me feels so random, bro. Like, you either pump or you don't. Like, it's just all about getting those crits. Not crits, sorry. Those Wind Fury procs. Yeah, like, it's so random.